Hi, this is Haley and I am back with my second video blog about my experiences with infertility. Last time I talked a little bit about why I was doing this project. This time I thought I would give a little more details of my background with my infertility so far. So last summer my husband and I decided we were going to try and get pregnant. So at the end of February 2010 we decided that when I finished my birth control pack that I would stop taking it so I could go through a few cycles naturally before we started trying. However, by the end of May, I had not gotten a single period at all. So I called my doctor and we decided that I needed to be on a hormone called Provera that she put me on for about a week, and a week later I did start my period. But then it was another 40 days after that and I still hadn't gotten a period again, so I figured I wasn't ovulating on my own. So I called my doctor again, back on the Provera, got another period, but she suggested this time that I try Clomid to get me to ovulate. So she put me on 100 milligrams of Clomid, and I went in on day 14 of my cycle to get a sonogram to see if I was ovulating, and I was not. So 100 milligrams of Clomid did not work for me. So again on the Provera, and then we tried Clomid again, this time at 150 milligrams. Again, I went in for the sonogram to check and see if it worked, and I was not ovulating, so that did not work. There is another pill that is frequently used to get infertile women to ovulate, and it's called Femara. And I was going to try that one, but when I went to fill it at the pharmacy, they told me my insurance was not going to cover it, and it was going to cost hundreds of dollars for 5 little pills. Thankfully, my pharmacist did find a free trial coupon, so I did get that medication for free, but when I tried it, I did not ovulate on it. So really, it was not a bad thing. My insurance wasn't going to cover it because it was not working for us. So we decided to go back to the Clomid, and my doctor put me on 200 milligrams, which she said was a high dose, could have some bad side effects, but sometimes that works for people. So I did go on the 200 milligrams of Clomid, and finally we had a success, and I did ovulate. However, we were not able to get pregnant on that cycle. So we did try the Clomid again for a couple more cycles, and I did ovulate each time, but no pregnancies. So I had gone through 3 cycles on the 200 milligrams of Clomid with ovulation but no pregnancy, and my doctor decided it was such a high dose I needed to take a break, and since it wasn't working, she recommended that I go see the specialist in Kansas City, which I did about a month or so ago. And we decided that I was going to continue to try Clomid, but after she did some more blood tests on me, she did officially diagnosed me with polycystic ovary syndrome, which my original doctor had thought that I had, it just hadn't been officially diagnosed. And I am taking a medication called metformin for that. That's a daily medication. However, the specialist upped my dosage of that. So I was taking 2 pills a day at 1,000 milligrams. Now I'm at 1,500 milligrams with 3 pills a day. That is to help control the PCOS, so if that's more under control, then I can hopefully ovulate and get pregnant. So I've been on that constantly, and the last thing that I tried was 150 milligrams of Clomid with a steroid added to it called dexamethasone. And I was a little skeptical because I had not ovulated on 150 milligrams of Clomid before, but my specialist doctor assured me that with the Dex added to it, I had a better chance of ovulating and getting pregnant on that. So she suggested that I take the LH testing kits at home to check and see if I was ovulating rather than going into the doctor's office for a sonogram to check that. And the latest is that a week ago I did have a positive LH kit test, and so that indicated I was ovulating on this combination of medications. So we are just in the middle of the 2-week wait from when you ovulate to when you're supposed to start your next cycle until we can take a pregnancy test and see if this cycle worked. So we will just have to wait it out another week or week and a half and see what happens. So hopefully next time I do a video blog, I can have some really awesome news. Keep your fingers crossed. Thanks.